I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world.
Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, this former super middle. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavides. This bout is one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. The straight right just misses. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerve on that fight stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The jab doesn't quite connect. He missed with that jab. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Plant in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Jab misses. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The perfect counter lands. Missed with that right uppercut. He just misses with that jab. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match.
Oh my God, Johnny! And it's survival time for David Benavidez. The Mexican monster is down. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. about Benavidez that last round. You've got to wonder how. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
A perfect counter shot. No rest for the weary. Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much firepower here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. I promise you all. There's the bell to start round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Just misses with that jab. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. That jab gets blocked. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. And a round that seemed like he...
Switch on.
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. It's bombs away. Can't land that jab. Good counter punching. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The Mexican monster's in trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Can't score with that jab. Neither fighter willing to slow down. He just misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for fight.
And now you've let him back.
There's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Just missing with the right uppercut. Nice counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Back and forth they go. The straight right just misses. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
It's all offense all the time. Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs. There's the bell for round 8. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He misses with that jab. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
And he scores with the counter. Another scoring shot there. Both men step back for just a moment. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. They blocked that right hook. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Every time they throw a shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about David Bennett.
Come on,
There's the bell to start round 9. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. How about that time counter shot? You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hey, look, Plant just got clipped. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Plant in that last round. So it's Plan B. It's round 10. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Swing and a miss with that hook.
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
That counter punch caught him clean. You believe what we are seeing. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. Can't land the jab there. That big hook doesn't land. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time. A unanimous